brown dresses on the table. We shouldn't use our eyes, but we are artists who are able to see through the disguise of a curvaceous figure and the variations. We study flesh and only fondle our clay model or our graphite pencil, paintbrush, coal or stencil. All the good things in art, wallowing naivety, all the good things in art are my speciality, and I can't imagine anything. All the good things are a start.
You don't hear many people in this kind of argument, and when things get raised about, oh, you know, graffiti is a bad thing and street art is a bad thing and some of it's good, some of it's bad. Of course that is true, that some is good and some is bad or whatever, but no one ever like talks about like advertising in the street or like people being drunk in the street all the time or anything like that. You know, these are kind of just non-events to other people. I think, you know, it's kind of it's an easy issue. It's like for a politician to come out and say, oh, I'm going to like stamp out graffiti. Of course, you know, I just don't think that these kind of things are such a priority for a city. Like if someone's painting on some walls or there's a bit of graffiti around or whatever, like I think people would much rather have a great health system and feel safe on public transport or something like that.
Graffiti, I think it's a great thing. I don't know why people want to dismantle it or, you know, cover it up or pay people to come and steam clean walls at night, and I think it's a great thing. It's art, you know. These people are making street art.
My name's Amanda King. I was asked to coordinate a graffiti mentoring project for the City of Melbourne. This project came directly from their graffiti management strategy, where they have a section for diversion, for actually thinking of ways that young people might be diverted from more destructive tagging and into more constructive street art projects. So first of all, I wrote the project, scoping many different people who are stakeholders in graffiti in the City of Melbourne. And then the second part of the project was inviting young people to examine graffiti in the same sort of scoping way, but using multimedia. So people took photographs, videos, sound bites, looking at the broad aspect of graffiti, from clandestine tagging. We did a lot of sound bites with young people already in detention, and so on. And the third part of the project was to actually create a street art project, so a positive response to the diversion tactic, by giving young people the opportunity to paint a wall legally, with the best possible resources. So we chose to do a large street art project in the City of Melbourne. We looked around for a laneway that would be appropriate, so a laneway that perhaps was heavily tagged, was quite vandalised, somewhere very prominent in the City of Melbourne, somewhere that would be appropriate for painting safely and for riding up on the walls. And after a while we chose Union Lane, running between Burke Street Mall and Little Collins Street.
It's something that I've always been interested in since I was younger. I've always, like, I look through graph magazines and go, I wish I could do that. I wish I knew how to use a spray can. You know, I'm sure everyone says it's really hard, but, you know, I'd really love to do it. It's another medium. I've got more of a history in painting canvases, lots of oil on canvas, you know, having exhibitions exhibiting my work like that. But it's something that I knew that I'd always sort of want to try, and a few years ago I started practicing and trying to get the hang of it. I did find it quite hard at first. I know that I just sort of had to push through that stage, you know, get over the dripping and all the rest of it. My partner Fibs is also a street artist and a great artist, and I guess that's also another thing that keeps me going as well, because it's something that we enjoy doing together. He's been a really good encouragement for me, and yeah, it's something we both like to do as a hobby. I guess on the weekend we'll go out and paint somewhere, so I guess that's good, you know, keeps you motivated. We're having an exhibition together in the beginning of May, so come and check it out. It should be cool.